as you guys know, I live next to a, God, it doesn't matter if I say it or not because people can look it up. So I live close to Fart?
Fart?
No, a
cat.
God damn it. That's going to go in, isn't it?
Noelle?
Cat lives next to a fart.
Noelle, just say something. Like,
Why
are you
sound
hearing
like you're on
this?
the verge of tears?
Are you hearing this?
Noelle's deeply moved by your house location.
Can I please just tell my story? I've been trying for so long to tell this story. Thank you. Okay. I live near a park, Minnehaha Falls. And so we walk down there all the time because it's a beautiful park. And there's a beautiful waterfall. It's great. I'm going to keep moving on and I'm not going to acknowledge it because that's the only way you can deal with the typo in the group chat, even when it's verbal. Anyway, so my husband and I walked down there for a little date night. There's a really good sandwich room that opened up there. Top tier, best sandwiches I've ever had in my life. So we went down to get a sandwich and we ended up at Pagan Pride Fest.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
It was very fun, but it was absolutely not what I was expecting in my day. I walked around many stalls and I was proffered many crystals.
Oh, yeah.
I was proffered crystals that will heal all sorts of things. There was a certified Reiki master there.
Were there any crystals that could harm?
There were actually some crystals. People are like,
now we're talking.
You can cast curses with these crystals.
Right on.
There were, there was a really cool, there's a guy selling handcrafted bows. That was very cool.
Have you guys seen those posts that are basically like, you know what, some crystals like do things. Like they have auras.
Like radioactive shit.
It's just that the auras all are cancer.
It's all cancer.
They were onto something.
Mm-hmm. They were. There's a lot of bones too. A lot of people selling bones.
Love bones.
Was the Tumblr Bone Witch there?
I don't know. She might have been because there was somebody selling a lot of bones.
I hope she went to jail though.
I hope so, but
I hope she is still selling bones.
Me too. Because I have some purchases that I'd like to make.
You do not.
So it was a magical experience. I bought a tarot deck, which I've been wanting to buy a tarot deck for a while now. And I've just it feels like a tarot deck feels like something that,
You got to buy at a festival.
You got to hold it in your hands and have it say hello, I am your tarot deck.
Mm-hmm.
I was a visitor at Pagan Pride Fest. Let's put it like that. But I still feel like a tarot deck is something you're supposed to have a vibe from it,
Mm-hmm.
And the man who sold me this tarot deck was wild. He was like a little old elf.
Good.
He was wearing a tasseled cap.
Good.
He spoke in rhyme.
He did, literally. Yes,
Oh my God.
he did. Or was attempting to speak in rhyme the entire time.
Yeah.
He was
He was like, milady, oh, you would like to purchase the tarot deck? I shall bequeath upon you this great. And then he turned around to this woman who was the most brusque, business-like person in the world. It was so wild because he was like, we shall sell you the mystical tarot set. And then this woman's like, do you want a bag?
Yes.
Yeah. And he was like, cash or card? And she was like, give me your card.
Yes.
I love that.
I love them.
I love
It was so
They sound really good.
And then at the end, I was like, okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. And then he stops me. He goes, milady. And I'm like, oh, what? And then he hands me his card and he's like, the charge will come from Crystal Shop Creation. I was just like, okay.
God.
Okay, thanks.
I'm jealous. That's
Wow.
amazing.
It was wild. It was, it's just one of those things where you're like, I'm going to go buy a sandwich. And instead, you see many other witches.
Yes.
I love that.
That was my day yesterday.
That's so beautiful,
Sounds
Kat.
amazing.
It was incredible. It was very magical.
I haven't met a wizard in so long.
Oh, there was also a woman doing rhythmic poetry. I don't know how to describe it. It was like she was doing
Tantric poetry.
She was doing a recitation and clapping along with her recitation of poetry.
She was casting spells.
She was casting spells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
There was also a workshop going on that we did not stop into, but it was about summoning.
Should have gone.
I know. We came in the middle of
Summoning.
it, so we didn't really want to.
Summoning.
We didn't want to learn half of how to summon.
That's true.
We didn't
That's
get the
a horror
basics.
movie.
Sure.
Right. We
yeah.
didn't get we weren't there for the first half hour of the workshop. We didn't want to learn, just the advanced
That's the
summoning.
beginning of a lot of stories.
Right.
That's true.
A lot of movies.
I wouldn't want to learn, not have learned all of the basic beginner stuff and then just jump in and be like, hey, demon, what's up? It's your girl. Come give me a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you got to summon responsibly.
You,
That's so
you
true.
can't just summon demons to get you a chicken sandwich, even though that's...
Yeah. Fran.
If you could summon a demon, what would you use it for?
Me?
Yeah, all of you. This
I
is my
can't
question.
answer that on the podcast.
I can. I would use it to have sex with.
All right, straight to the point.
You're such a Chad.
I would use it to clean my house.
Why not both?
Well, I mean, like, I would try to become friends with it, but then if it was like really evil, then I would use it to clean my house.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I would summon the demon to be
to fall in love with.
No, I would summon the demon to be a sex demon, but then we would accidentally get close, and then we would start to share more intimate details about our lives with each other, and then we would form a bond unintentionally, and then when it was time for the demon to go back to hell, we would have a climax in our story where I was like, no, stay with me, and then I would allow it to be my personal demon forever for the rest of my life, and we would live happily ever after.
That's beautiful.
I'm really glad you put so much thought into this.
Mm-hmm.
I
It would start out with sex.
I'm imagining Barlgura in all these situations.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Obviously.
you? The only demon.
Wait, Errol, what would you summon your demon for?
I mean, basically your thing, but like in reverse, because I really enjoy the tension, you know?
Sure.
Like I would summon the demon, and the demon would be my valet. Oh my God, it'd be my valet, and it would like it would help me put together outfits, and it would like tie my little bow tie and button my little buttons, and it would
Then
just
I
be
would
like,
unbutton your little buttons.
well,
am I right?
later it has to be like a slow burn. It's very drawn out, and you know, I mean, we shouldn't get too into it.
I got
Listen,
pretty deep into mine. I don't know.
I don't want to be here all day. We've got a podcast to record. I mean, I do want to be here all day, but I'll tell you about my fan fiction later.
Kat, wait, what would you summon a demon for?
I would summon a demon to play D&D. Actually, I would summon a demon to get me a chicken sandwich.
Also good.
Also good.
Anyway, hi, my name is Kat, and I have drawn the summoning circle on the living room floor here at Noelle's.
Oh no, Kat. That was only the first half of the instructions.
Hi, my name is Noelle. I was laying on the ground when Kat was drawing the summoning circle, and now I have lines on me.
Nice.
And I play Fran.
Hi, my name is Juniper.
You're still in the demon thoughts, aren't you?
No.
Are you laying out the sacrifices for the summoning?
Well, here's what came to mind, honestly, and I just think it's not good, but I'm going to say it anyways. I'm licking the chalk up off the floor.
See, no, I think that's really good.
As Kat licks it down.
Like Juniper.
But unfortunately, because Noelle went before me, that also means I'm licking the chalk off of Noelle. So that's uncomfortable for me.
Not for me.
Anyways, I play Corbin.
Hi, I'm Errol. In case you were wondering, like, if you wanted more details about my demon fantasy, it's basically like if you've watched Jeeves and Wooster, it's exactly like that. And I'm Wooster, and Jeeves is a demon.
So, last time, everything went wrong.
How so?
Why would you say that?
Yeah. Having defeated Torva, you guys were settling in to get some much well-deserved rest. Fran opened up her Kai journal to find all the pages, all inky black and creepy, and a portal to the void. And in her investigation of that, some things happened. Some checks were failed, and all three of you fell unprepared into the void, and then got to fight Kai. And it went well, in that you did it. You defeated Kai. So yeah, it went fine. I mean, Slake died.
Fine.
I mean, Slake died, but or is unconscious, and so that maybe is a little less than fine. And in Kai's final death throes, she transferred the last of her power to Mary, and she's undergone another transformation, and that doesn't seem to be agreeing with her. And then the consequences of Fran's actions caught up to you all. A horde of demons descended upon you and said, now it is time to pay back your debt, Fran. Let's go kill the forces. So yeah, that's where we are now. You are swept down the river of stars on a tide of demons. They are everywhere. Demons like Barlgura and Lado, and things stranger and more horrible than either. little demons that slip under your feet to speed you along. Enormous, ancient demons that make you sick to look upon. Beautiful demons that try to catch your eye. And other demons that look just like people. Mary seems dazed and maybe in pain as she is carried along by this tide, unresisting. She looks back towards you, Fran, confused. Why did they... What debt, Fran? Where are they taking us?
Fran is kind of like shaking and wide-eyed, and she says, We need them for what's coming next. Mary, are you okay?
Hey, Fran. Hey.
Fran looks at you.
Hey, Fran. Why do we need them?
Well, how are we supposed to contend with forces without any force on our side?
Who are you?
I'm your friend.
Corbin reclines back against the demons that are carrying him as though he is crowd surfing through a Fall Orc Boy concert hall. And he looks relaxed, but he turns his head away from you, Fran.
Does anyone see Slake?
Corbin, you spot Slake, their arm, sort of surface out of this tide of demons.
How far away are they from me?
Pretty close. You're all pretty close together.
Okay. Corbin sees Slake's arm and says, Slake, buddy! And turns and starts doing a forward stroke as though swimming to try to get to Slake's hand and pull them out of the crowd.
Yeah, you're able to do that. And like as you're swimming through the tide of demons, some of them really do feel liquid under your touch. And it is a deeply unsettling feeling.
I like that.
Yes, but you are able to grab Slake, and as you bring them out of this demon tide, Mary is able to make her way over to you, and she is going to heal you a bit, Slake. She's going to heal you for Cure Wounds at the 4th level. So that is going to be 34 points of healing to you, Slake.
Slake gasps awake and splutters and looks around, confused and trying to get their bearings.
Mary?
And Mary smiles at you, but you can see a lot of worry in her face, and she looks back, Fran. Why are we going to fight the forces?
What else are we gonna do? We can't leave you like this, Mary.
And Mary looks down at herself, and she looks down at her hands and feels the collar at her throat, and she looks horrified.
What happened? Mary, you have wings now?
She absorbed Kai's power.
Mary looks down at herself and she shakes her head and she looks at Fran and says, This can't. What will happen to everyone else?
I don't care about everyone else.
Fran.
Thanks.
Fran?
I didn't mean you, Slake.
Slake just narrows their mouth into a little line and they look away.
Corbin pulls Slake over to him.
Oh shit. You're fucked now.
You're so fucked, Fran.
They're holding on to each other in a bed, with their faces really close.
Yeah, and they're but then we turn over and we look at you and we give you the stink eye. Corbin pulls Slake closer to him and he says, Slake, I can't process what's going on right now in regards to Fran and the choices that she has been making without our knowledge or consent, but I don't think this is the right thing to do.
Kill the forces, you mean?
I don't know, but definitely
I just fucking woke up. Yes,
yeah. With the demons, I just don't... Listen, I don't want to treat Fran like an enemy, but she's making it really hard not to treat her like an enemy right now.
So, these demons are taking us to the forces.
Yeah.
To kill...
Fran did something. She owes these demons some kind of debt, I guess, and that's apparently killing the forces or something. I don't know what she fucking did, but this just doesn't seem like the way to do it.
Fran, have you considered not killing the forces?
Obviously, I've considered everything.
Oh, that's so great that you took the time to consider everything and not fucking talk to us about it once.
Fran, no, we're not talking to you right now, Fran. Slake.
Fran throws her hands up and like looks away and crosses her arms.
I'm so serious right now. Do we need to restrain Fran?
Well, there's no fucking point in restraining Fran because we're being carried by a horde of demons to the forces. So...
And Mary waves her hands and signs, what are we going to do when we get there?
Can we just tell the forces that we don't want to be there and then leave?
And then we go back to Avalis, and then Mary goes crazy and becomes something we don't even know, and she basically dies, and Phelan goes crazy for the rest of his life, which is for fucking ever, and then we all die with nothing changed.
You don't fucking know what Mary's gonna do. Mary just got these powers. You haven't even given her any fucking time to acclimate.
And Mary looks at you, Fran, and she is clearly hurt, and she signs, but isn't that my choice?
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, if Mary wants to go crazy and kill us all, I personally support her.
I don't care if she kills us. I care if she gets to be a person.
Fran, that's not your choice to make. And also, maybe it's insensitive for me to say this. I love Mary, but sometimes people die. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's just a thing that happens. And I don't think that any of us have the right to choose whether or not that happens for other people.
But Mary didn't fucking die. She's fine. She's right there.
Well, we're working off of a hypothetical where she's gonna go crazy and functionally die.
I don't think you should be saying this.
Mary's aware of the situation.
Fran is kind of like looking over at Mary like,
I mean, we're all gonna die before Mary dies anyway.
I just think all of these other gods have spent their whole lives trying to change the way that things are, and it doesn't do anything but hurt other people.
you all keep talking about choice, but the world we're in doesn't have any choice for people like Mary.
You're trying to make a choice for her.
You guys are interrupted by the voice of Balgura that emerges from the horde.
My dear mortal idiots, the time to choose has long passed. We are here.
And in the distance, a shape begins to coalesce, growing closer and further in a nauseating rhythm. Time and space move differently here, and the distance is not linear. The shape fades in and out of focus and changes places on your horizon. The demons steer you this way and that, and slowly but surely the faraway smudge reveals itself to be an island with a mountain in the center. Except it's not that, and your eyes fight against that image because that's not what's actually there. Can you all make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh, come on, smarty boy. Don't fail me now.
I got a nat 20.
Hey!
Oh my
Wise
God,
as hell.
Slake. Damn.
Holy fuck. Yeah, Fran got like a 13.
Let me see. 19.
Okay, Fran, you are the only one who did not pass. Fran, your mind just shuts down your vision. It cannot comprehend what you are looking at. You are going to take 3 points of wisdom damage. So please lower your wisdom by 3 points.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Fran is just like completely like hyperventilating and kind of like hunches over.
As you hunch over, Fran, you feel soft fur underneath your fingers, and you are hoisted onto the back of what is left of Bay.
Oh.
And your companion carries you onward towards the mountain.
She clutches onto his neck and she just can't, she can't even make words.
No, you cannot. Corbin and Slake, the shape of the island resolves in your vision. It is a green island with sheer cliffs and a mountain at the center. There's a twisted tree standing proud at the top of the mountain and a silver sun shining down on all. It is wreathed by storms and fire, which lash out at the incoming horde of demons. A shadow dashes over the rolling foothills, blending with the greater darkness beyond the island. This, your mind tells you, is not really there either. However, your mind has reconciled that which it cannot comprehend with the metaphorical vision based on the stories of the forces you have heard.
Slate got natural 20. Did they get to see anything extra?
No.
Well, I think I would notice that there's something wrong. And I say, Fran, what's going on with you?
What is that? I don't know what that was.
What do you mean?
I can't see.
Okay, just stay calm and we're gonna figure this out.
Calm. I feel good.
The lash of fire flicks out and draws in an armful of demons. They dissolve in the raging sea of storms that rings the island. The black water churns with the ichor of their essence, and still, the tide of demon pushes onward, bearing you closer to the fray as they seize upon this one chance to best their eternal enemies. Flames soar overhead, and you are pulled forward with the mass of demons.
Now, godling, now! Strike them down!
Is that are we at the forces?
Yes, Fran, we're at the forces.
Okay, good.
No, Fran! It's not good!
There is a flash of lightning, and suddenly you are on the shore of that black water. Fran, you can hear the waves lapping at this spectral beach. And then, Corbin and Slake, you see a wave rolls up, towering 10 stories above you, capped with sparkling white foam that bears down upon you.
Fran falls to her knees in the sand, and she presses her forehead against it. And she's like, can somebody do something? I can't see.
Fran, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to deal with it for a second.
I go over to Fran and I'd like to tie a rope around myself and her.
Yeah.
And I say, Fran, I'm really fucking angry at you right now, but we're gonna figure this out.
And I'm gonna cut you off right there as the wave crashes down towards you in a sudden torrent. Mary rushes forward and grabs the three of you in a tight embrace, pulling you close. And then you are swallowed by the blackness.
Hi, guys. Hope you're staying safe and staying sane out there. And I hope you enjoyed our little podcast episode so far. So this episode, which you're listening to right now, is coming up on some of the last episodes. We have 2 more episodes of the Dames and Dragons campaign after this one. I think we might be releasing a little spicy something else between the next 2 episodes. So stay tuned for our posting schedule. We'll get you updated on that when we have it all sorted out. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the crazy happenings. I also wanted to thank our newest patron, John. If you want to hop over to our Patreon and see what's going on over there, we're posting outtakes and live streams and extras. And I think our next live stream might be, hold on, let me just check. Okay, so not our next live stream, but the April live stream is going to be us like doing our literal like end of campaign Q&A. So I would seriously consider, if you have a little extra spending money, checking out our Patreon at the live stream, or excuse me, the video content level, if you would like to check that out, coming soon. I also want to thank our Apple Podcast reviewers. That goes out to Sunflower Boy, Vermilion Vertigo, and Person Dude Guy Yup once again, as ever. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to rate our show and review. And thanks to everybody who's been commenting on Spotify. If you are a Spotify user, I would recommend you check out the comment section over there. It's popping off. And I wanted to do a little special thanks to the people that have commented on our most recent episode. So that goes out to Kieran, Alyssa, Georgia, Paranormals, Luna, Lynx, Violet, and Kitty Kablam. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And last of all, a message to Chantel. Chantal, we were supposed to hang out today, but I'm still fucking sick, so I want to see you this weekend. Chantal, the code word is Lilac Chimera. The sleeper agent is active. Go.
Bright light pierces your closed eyes, and you are assaulted with noise. The roar of flames, the crash of lightning, the churning and grinding of the earth. When you manage to crack your eyes open, each of you find that you are completely alone in a realm of pure white light, and that this noise is coming from everywhere. Now make me a Constitution save.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got 18.
I also got a 16.
All right, all of you succeed. Slowly, the sounds resolve into words and voices, although they are unlike anything you have ever heard. You can't understand exactly what they're saying, but you can understand their tone. The fire, the sea, the earth. They are angry. They howl for the blood of these impudent intruders. The shadow whispers, see what they want. Can we use them? Then a feeling like fingers rifling through your brain. Flashes of memory appear and vanish in your mind's eye. There's a pain in your gut, and that is speaking too. It is telling you that death is the only reward for those who face the forces. The light grows brighter, and the light is a voice too. It says, clear as day, enough. Corbin, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
When the light fades again and your eyes adjust, you are inside a sphere. You can see the metaphorical island outside and an oncoming tide of demons below you. You can also see Mary floating high above you, holding 2 more spheres of light with a look of pained determination. She brings up one hand to deflect a tongue of flame, and another to grab a lightning bolt and throw it away from the 4 of you. From above, a snow-white crow swoops down and lands on the branch of a tree. You look around yourself and see that you are sitting high in the treetops of an all-white forest. The same forest on Estra where you grew up. The crow lands next to you and cocks its head. Is this how you see yourself? It asks. In your own voice, or my best approximation of your own voice. The crow takes off again, and when it lands on a higher branch, it is transformed into a monkey. Or is it this? Anything but the human sack you were born into.
Give me a minute to answer. Oh my God.
The monkey looks down at you expectantly.
Well, I guess I don't really know anymore. Usually the fur is black, so that's wrong.
Why do you hide in these shapes? Is it easier to pretend that you don't feel when you leave behind your human heart?
I don't know.
And again you deflect. You always deflect. You joke and you jest and you writhe and you fight, but you never accept the gazes of those who look to you, who look to see inside you.
People look at me?
Do you think that you deflect because there's nothing there inside?
That's mean.
Am I right?
No.
Then what is it?
I don't think this is how therapy is supposed to work.
You came to fight the gods of gods.
No, not me. Not me. No. I was dragged here against my will by a bunch of demons and my friend who's acting really weird. I'm really mad at her right now. I'm sorry. I'll leave. Literally, I will go.
I'm just saying, this isn't supposed to be therapy.
Corbin says, well, what is it supposed to be then? What purpose do you have here?
I want to see who you are.
You're the forces, can't you just do that? Why do you have to ask me?
Because you don't know.
Not true.
Then tell me. The monkey drops down and sits next to you on the branch, and when it lands, it is you. A pale shadow version of yourself. Tell me. Tell me what's inside you. Tell me what you don't want to feel.
Why would I do that if I don't want to feel it? Stupid question.
Deflect, deflect, deflect. And then this shadow version of yourself reaches out and puts a hand on your chest and pushes you off the branch. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, God.
Right in the boob window.
Do I have to fight because I refuse to be vulnerable?
Wow.
Ugh, so typical. It's a non-natural 20.
Okay, you are gonna go first.
Okay. What am I fighting?
Yourself.
Yourself.
Oh my
I told
God.
you I just wanted your character sheets for just like fun and flirty reasons.
Yeah.
Does Corbin have, like, in this spiritual realm, do we still have all of our spell slots missing and shit?
Yep. So, Corbin, you have been pushed out of a tree. You land on the ground. Your shadow self is still up in the tree.
And I'm expected to attack it?
It has made its intentions clear that it is attacking you.
What happens if I don't want to fight myself?
Give my little keys.
You can try.
Give my keys.
If you want, you can try and roll a persuasion check. You can try and persuade this thing.
Okay. I'm going to try that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah?
That's
Is it good enough?
It's what's a 19 base,
Okay.
but I have to come up with an argument for why I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
and
fight
also
myself.
I'm going to say this is a very hard check. This
Yeah,
is-
okay,
This
yeah.
is not, this is an above 20 check.
Yeah,
So
that does not surprise me. I don't have good charisma. It's the 20 flat.
that does not
Okay.
do it. No. So it pushes you out of the tree. As you land on the ground, it jumps down after you, and as it does, it shifts into the shape of a dire wolf
Okay.
and faces off against you, growling.
This is so fucked, but I'm fighting myself, and I know what I am, and it's called a glass cannon.
Yep.
So I need to just strike first and strike hard.
Okay.
Corbin says,
Listen. I just want you to know this is not personal, and if I had a choice, I wouldn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
But you forced my hand. So,
Corbin casts Blight at the 7th level.
Woo! Okay. All right. That's fine.
You have to.
I literally have to. I have no other choice.
It rolls to resist, right?
It gets Constitution saving throw, and I don't have good Constitution.
Yeah, as we've just established.
Oh my God.
I don't have your character sheet up right now. What is your constitution?
+3.
Oop. Yeah, it was a natural 1.
Thank God. 11d8. 44 blight damage.
So the stream of blight hits the wolf form and rots away the fur. You see a brief moment of you see the wolf's skull as flesh and fur hang off of it, and then it rears up and turns back into the boy. All right, so it is the thing's turn, and it is going to, whatever bounces off me sticks to you,
Yeah.
and it is going to cast blight at the 7th level.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Yeah, what was that, 8d8?
11d8.
11d8. Let's roll those again. Or actually, roll a constitution save first.
Oh. That's a 2. So I got 5. I did better than it did.
All right, it does 63 damage.
So,
Way better than yours.
fuck you. So Corbin's skin begins to slough off. All right, everybody loves it when I say that, so I'm saying it. I heard you guys cry out in jubilation and joy.
It's your turn.
Okay, Corbin's skin fucking sloughs off. I'm gonna die. Like I just feel like I'm gonna die no matter what I do. Oh wait, actually, how close is the nearest tree to me?
Close. You're in a forest.
Like within
10 feet.
Okay. How close is the nearest tree to my doppelganger?
10 feet.
Okay. Corbin looks around for trees. They're all over.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds the thickest tree that's the closest to him. And he says, oh, fuck this, actually. And then he runs for the tree and casts Tree Stride.
Oh, what does tree stride do?
It allows me to basically teleport myself via tree.
Oh, is this what we use to teleport?
Yes.
before?
Yeah, except without Mary's help, it can only be within 500 feet of the tree that I use, but it still at least will get me away from myself. I gear up like I'm going to attack. Essentially, I'm gonna run towards myself, and then just as I get close enough to hit, I'm gonna pivot and just run into a fucking tree.
All right. You run into the tree and are teleported away into another part of this forest. And you have a second here to catch your breath. I'm going to give you just a turn here.
Okay.
While the other Corbin.
Forbin.
Corbin. You've just gained a turn while Forbin is looking for you.
Okay. Yeah, I just jump out of a tree. The leaves above me shake with the effort of me squeezing my little body between the bark. And I look around, make sure that I'm alone. And I use my wild shape to turn into it's technically a giant boar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And I become that. And I'm a black boar, all black, the tiny little white spot on my chest.
Oh, so cute. So
as
cute.
usual.
So through the trees, you see your shadow self emerge, and he points at the ground where you stand and is going to cast Wrath of Nature. The trees, rocks, grasses in the 60-foot cube around you become animated. It is then, as a bonus action, going to use the rocks feature of this spell, and it is going to launch a boulder from the forest floor at you, and that is going to roll to hit. So that is a 13 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. Okay.
As a boar.
As a boar, that
As a
does
boar.
hit you. So that is going to be 19 damage. It is also going to choose a creature of its choice, and that is you. Please make a strength saving throw as a boar.
Okay.
As the roots and vines shoot from the earth.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
All right, you are not restrained.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
All right, that is the end of its turn.
I'm gonna charge, I
All right,
think.
Charge it.
So, actually, wait, maybe I can't. How far away am I from myself?
You are 20 feet from yourself.
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm gonna use this then because I have to be able to move at least 20 feet straight toward a target.
Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna charge. Oh, fuck. God, I don't know if that's gonna do it. What's 8 plus 5?
8 plus 5 is not your armor class, I'll tell you that. That's 13.
Well, then I don't hit.
You do not.
No!
You effortlessly sidestep your own attack, almost as if you knew just what you were going to do.
Stupid.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the only action I can take.
Okay. Then Shadow Corbin. Well, at the start of its turn, please make a dexterity saving throw
Okay.
as the trees bend to crush you.
That's 15.
15 does not, I think. Yeah, that does not hit your spell save DC, Corbin. So you are going to take 4d6 of slashing damage as the tree limbs whip out towards you.
I'm really strong, huh?
Yeah, you are.
This sucks.
All right, that is going to be 13.
13. I'm still a boar.
You're still a boar?
I'm
Okay.
still a boar.
And now he is going to do a spell with the rest of his action. You are going to cast Sunbeam at yourself.
No. I don't think I would do that.
All right. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yup. Oh, that's a nat 20. Fuck yeah.
All right.
This dice is giving it for me.
All right, that is going to be 20 damage since you
Okay.
resisted half of it. So yes, you are you are popped back
Okay.
into a boy, and you take the rest of that damage to your normal hit point
Yup.
pool.
Okay, so that would be, you said it was 20.
Mhm.
So I would take 10 more damage to my boy self.
All right. How you doing, Corbin?
Well, let's just say that I have 10 hit points left.
All right, let's say that.
That's amazing that you even have that.
Oh, actually, we're not done yet because you are going to use a bonus action to launch another rock at you. That is a non-natural 20 to hit. So that will hit you.
Yep.
And you are going to take 11 damage. So I think that does it for you.
That does kill me, yes.
All right.
Oh.
So Corbin, the last thing you see is a rock hurtling towards you. And what is your last thought before it hits?
Fuck me.
Slake, When your eyes adjust to the light, you find yourself in the cave where you kept your art. The darkness of these caves is washed away into shades of white, and there's light everywhere. However, the sculptures on display aren't the ones you left when you departed from your home all those many long months ago. Instead, there are dioramas depicting your battles, the monsters and the gods that you have fought and bested with your friends by your side. However, as you look closer, you notice that each of these dioramas captures not a moment of triumph, but a moment of collateral damage. You see yourself scorched, tossed, frozen by magic, the magic your friends wield. All of the injuries you have endured in the name of victory. Why do you let them do it? You step out of the doorway, setting a bundle of art materials next to your workspace. This washed-out version of yourself leans against the desk and crosses their arms. Are they really your friends if they would do this to you again and again? And they've done worse, haven't they? Much worse now.
Who are you?
You see one of the dioramas change to show the tide of demons and the four of you dragged towards this moment. I'm you.
What do you mean you're me? Where are we?
We're in your head. I'm just a light, shining deep into your thoughts to try and illuminate what's there. So tell me, are they your friends?
Why should I trust you?
How do you explain this? And they point towards one of the dioramas, the one that shows Corbin throwing a flaming melon.
You said you're a light?
They just look at you, waiting for your answer.
What do you know about Corbin and Fran?
Oh, I guess we'll see, huh? And they look up, and you follow their gaze, and you can see in the translucence of the dome above you, you can see Mary holding back the tide of the forces and holding two other spheres of light close to her.
I need to get out there. I need to help Mary. I don't have time for whatever fucked up game you're playing.
This isn't a game. I want to know.
Why do you want to know?
Because it's important, isn't it? Or do you only want to deflect away from facing that question? Because if you acknowledge that it's important, then you'd have to have a reaction to it.
I'm not going to have a reaction here with whatever you are.
Then when are you going to, Slake? Or are you going to forgive them? Do you forgive them? Can you?
You're pissing me off. Seriously, how do I get out of here?
Your shadow draws its two picks. And let's roll initiative.
Ugh.
Ooh, okay. That's only 2.
Okay, they rolled a 19, so they're going to go first. They are going to attack you with their 2-weapon fighting with the 2 picks. So that is going to be... Oh, first one's a natural 20. And then next one is going to be a 21. And the next one is going to be a 23. So I think all 3 of those hit you.
Yeah, my armor class is 19.
Yeah. So all 3 of those hit, and they are going to then do 39 damage as you attack yourself with your classic hand picks.
Okay, I am going to use... I actually realized I haven't used it yet. I have Relentless Endurance.
Okay.
So when I'm reduced to 0 hit points, but not killed outright, I can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Okay. I didn't realize you had that few hit points left. That's right. Yeah, you died.
Yeah, it's been a day.
Mm-hmm.
So I parry the attack so that at least I can prevent myself from taking some damage. And I say, you know, it really fucking sucks because I could actually really use someone to talk to about all this right now. But I'm guessing you're just another fucking cosmic entity that wants to play with me and manipulate me, right?
No.
That's exactly what a cosmic entity who wants to play with and manipulate me would say.
Maybe. But I want to know.
Why?
Because it's important.
If I talk to you, will you let me go?
Talk to me.
fine, if you're just gonna kill me anyway. The stupidest thing is, yeah, I'm really mad at Fran, but part of me feels like if I could just talk to her, she could explain it and she'd have some really good reasons so I wouldn't have to be this fucking mad.
Why do you want to forgive her?
Because I'm a dumbass?
That's deflection. Why do you want to forgive her?
Because I love her.
That's true. They hold out a hand to help you regain your footing after that attack.
Slake is tearing up and they say, am I just gonna keep doing this again and again?
Do what?
Trusting people when they don't trust me.
I think you've cut to the quick of it. Finally. That's good. You have to shine a light on these questions, Slake. You have to, because it's important. They sort of sit back and they look at the dioramas again. And they say, do you think it's a bad thing to trust people, even if they don't trust you?
Sometimes.
Do you think you're going to stop doing it?
Their expressions change a couple times and they roll their eyes and they say, no.
That's too bad. And they're going to just punch you in the gut.
That's so fucked up.
Gut punch.
I'm just going to roll the hit. Unarmed strike. That is a 19 to hit. So it's like, yeah, it punches you in the gut and your world fades out into a dizzying array of white.
They're tearing up, but they start laughing and they say, really?
Fran, you find yourself sitting on the edge of the island of Estra, staring down at the clouds. It is a vast white sea that stretches out below you. And when you look up, you see a pale version of yourself has come to sit beside you.
Fran sighs.
Oh, and you can see again, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Fran sighs and she says, well, here we are again. And looks out at what would be the world below, underneath the clouds.
Do you think you ever left?
Fran's eyes well up with tears. And she says, no.
So, what was all this for, really? All of this? And she gestures out, and you can see in the transparency of the dome the same thing that Corbin and Slake saw, Mary fighting the forces, pushed by the tide of demons, holding spheres of light close to her. All of this? You marched your friends here to vanquish us, so why?
Guys, I just wanted to have a choice in all this.
What choice do you want to make?
I want to choose to not be alone when it's all over. Or at least I want to choose that they survive.
Was it worth it? The hurt you caused them to get here?
I don't know. If Mary could live the way she wants to, if Phelan could live the way he wants to, if it wasn't just a cycle anymore, then it would be worth it.
Do you think they'll forgive you? Do you want them to?
I don't know.
Don't all mortals want forgiveness? Why don't you think you deserve that?
Fran's tears spill and she hastily wipes at them and shakes her head and she says, if I look at it objectively, I I don't think I've really been any good from the beginning.
And what have you done to change that?
Fran looks up and she says, everything I've done, I've been trying to change it, but I don't know, maybe the best of intentions, when they come from a rotten apple, maybe they're just rotten too.
Is that what you think of yourself? A rotten apple?
I don't know, why wouldn't I be?
Why would you be?
Because every person who has chosen me did it because they had to.
Did Mary have to?
I don't know what choices Mary's had in her whole life, really.
Was this Mary's choice? And she looks up through the dome to where Mary is fighting.
Fran shrugs. Says, I guess not.
So, let me get this straight. You're trying to save everybody, to save the world, to redeem yourself? For what? What's there to redeem?
Fran's posture kind of crumples inward, and she shrugs again. And she says, 'cause it's me.
Are you that inherently broken?
Fran sniffs and nods up to the scene unfolding. And she says, you tell me.
No. I don't tell you anything. I'm just a light shining on the parts of you you don't want to look at.
Fran frowns and she says, why?
Because it's important.
Why is it important?
Shadow Fran stands up from the edge of the island and holds out a hand to help you up.
Fran takes it.
Because you marched your friends here to kill my friends. So it's important I know why. And then she pushes you off the island. Roll initiative.
All right.
I rolled a 13.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, you go first. I mean, as you're falling.
As I'm falling.
Yeah.
Great. My instinct is to cast Featherfall in this situation. Alrighty, so I cast Featherfall, and the rate at which I'm falling slows down, but I'm still falling.
Okay. And actually, you don't fall for very long before you land, and you are right back where you started, at the edge of the island with Foran standing in front of you. And now it is her turn, and she is going to cast Investiture of Ice. All of your water hair spreads out over her skin and turns into an armor of ice that juts out from the shoulder pauldrons and gauntlets.
Ugh, Fran rolls her eyes and she starts running towards kind of sideways.
Okay.
What is the part of the island that we're at? What's around us? Is it forest? Is it city?
You're sitting by one of the rivers that went off the edge of the island. So it's sort of a large open plain.
Okay. How near am I to the river?
You're sitting next to it, I'll say. So you were 5 feet from the river.
Okay. Fran's going to jump in the river. And she's going to cast... I don't have many spell slots. I don't have high level spell slots left, I should say, after our ordeal. So she's going to cast Phantasmal Killer, which means that Foran needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right. That is going to be a 15.
Okay, that doesn't pass. So she will be frightened.
Okay.
And it creates a manifestation of the target's deepest fears. Now, is the target Fran or is the target...
Target is Fran. So tell me, what does this manifestation of you see?
I think she sees, you know how in a dream you can know things? She knows that she's tried her best and she's tried to be as good as she can. And she hasn't pushed anyone away. And she sees them leaving anyway.
I think you also, Fran, you also see that. It is your own fear that you have unlocked. I'm not going to make you frightened, but you see this shadow self see that fear.
And Fran says, that is so typical. And then she hides in the river.
All right. Well, she is frightened, so she has got to run her full movement as far away as she can. And so she is going to run and use the dash action to run.
Oh, and she also takes 4d10 psychic damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 28 damage.
Okay.
At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Okay, so that's at the
This
end of
time
her
she didn't succeed, so she took the damage. At the end of her next turn, she'll try again.
Okay. All right, yeah, she just runs your full movement plus your dash action, so she's run pretty far away from you now. 60 feet from you.
All right, and then that spell is
And then-
concentration, I believe, so that limits what I can do next.
Yes.
I think Fran is gonna, well, how far away? That would be 60 feet away,
Yep.
and I'm probably like at least 10, 20 more feet away. Okay, so I'm within range. Okay, I'm gonna cast Ice Spear at her.
Okay.
So she needs to make a dex save.
That is a natural 20.
Okay, so she's gonna take half damage as I pop up out of the water like Ariel with all the waves coming up around me and hurl a spear before disappearing back under the water and swimming away.
Okay.
And let me see how much damage that's gonna be. All right, it's gonna be half of 36, which would be 8.
Actually, it's no damage because of Advanced Nature of Ice makes her immune to cold damage.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep. So your ice spear shatters harmlessly against her ice armor.
Ugh,
And
all
in
right.
fact, her ice armor gets like bigger.
Interesting. All right, Fran hides again.
Okay.
That's what she can do on her bonus action. She can hide.
She can hide. Oh, I could have hidden. That's okay. Okay, so it is her turn. And you said it's at the end of the turn?
Yes.
Okay.
So she can do stuff before, but yeah, she can't solve it before
Yeah,
she takes her
that's
action.
that's actually fine because she is going to summon an elemental.
Of course.
Yes. I think she's going to summon an ice elemental, and it is going to appear close to you, Fran. And it just rises up out of the river where you are hiding, and it has its own initiative. Okay, that is going to go in between the two of you. Yeah, so it'll go before her turn, but it does get a free action this turn. And it is going to use that action to reach into the river and make a multi-attack on you. We will roll to hit. That is a natural 20. And that is, so it has disadvantage because you are hidden. So you didn't take the natural 20. But the second one is it's over 20.
Okay, so it still hits me.
Yeah, it's over 20, still hits you. And then the second one, that was a 17. And the second one is a 9 plus 7 is
Still hits me.
still hits you. Yes. So it is going to hit you with both of its slam attacks. And it is going to do... So it's going to do 18 damage to
Altogether?
you. Altogether, yep. And now Shadow Fran is going to try and get out of the fright. What was it? It was a wisdom saving throw?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. That is going to be a 19.
All right, that
will do it.
passes.
That will do it. She is no longer frightened of you.
Okay, Fran was hit whilst under the water
Yes.
by this elemental. Okay, so Fran is gonna summon a demon. So the water of the river starts to glow in a vaguely circular pattern as she attempts to summon, I think she's gonna try and summon Lado.
Okay.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, but the only thing that Lado is able to say as this demon of pure shadow is summoned into this world of pure light is screaming. Screaming and more screaming.
Oh no.
So Lado is summoned into this world, but is going to take damage every turn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, Franika, what the fuck?
I don't know. I just thought you already.
Why would you do this?
Well.
Let's see. It is going to take, I'm just going to say flat 10 damage per turn.
Okay.
Ah!
But on that note, I am gonna make you do some things. So I'm gonna have my beautiful Lado, whilst screaming, is going to fight
Okay.
using its beautiful claws. And also, Lado's attacks are on disadvantage.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Okay. Lado rolled 14.
That does not hit, no.
Okay. So Lado swipes meaninglessly, but is engaging the elemental, which is my main concern here.
Yeah.
And Fran is going to try and swim as far out of the way as possible and still hide.
Yes, so you swim 30 feet down the river. So first the elemental is going to go. It is going to use its ability Whelm. So you're going to be whelmed.
Oh, damn. Just like Robin.
Lado and you, Fran, please both of you make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Strength?
Yeah, please make a strength
whelmed.
Yeah, Fran and Lado, please make strength saving throws.
Fran got 12.
Okay, that does not make it.
Oh, Lado has to do it. Sorry, I forgot. No.
Okay.
Lado got like a 5.
You are going to take 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. Both of you are. So that is going to be 14 damage. And you are both grappled. It whelms, it pounds down into the water of the river, and all of the water comes back up and is frozen in ice. So you, Fran, are frozen in place in the ice, as well as Lado. You are restrained and unable to breathe unless you can breathe water, which means you can breathe. But Lado can't.
Lado screams out,
The union rep is going to hear about this, Fran!
Okay, now it is Foran's turn, and she is going to now go ahead and cast Fireball. And so please make me a dexterity saving throw, Fran, at disadvantage because you are grappled.
Okay, yeah, I failed.
You failed. Okay. And Lado?
Lado got 15, but that fails too.
Yes, that fails. Okay. So that is going to be Fireball at the 6th level, which is going to be 11d6 damage. 42.
42 damage?
42 damage, yes, to you and Lado, but not to the ice elemental.
That takes out Lado. Bye, Lado. Not to the ice elemental?
No, because this Fran has taken an ability that you did not take, which is Spell Shape, where you can bend your spells around your allies and not hit them.
I don't think that's a thing that I could take.
excuse me?
Yeah, no, I don't think the illusion wizard can't take it, but this isn't necessarily an illusion wizard.
Yeah,
it's an
okay.
illusion of an illusion wizard.
Alrighty. Fran's not looking great. I'm assuming we're not frozen?
No, you're not actually, and you are not grappled anymore.
Okay, so like it melts and we fall down?
Yeah.
Or well, I fall down and Lado fucking disappears. He's dead.
Yes, Lado is burnt up in the purifying white fire that Foran rained down upon you, and you are melted out of the ice. You are no longer grappled, but you are prone.
Fran pulls herself up out of the riverbank, coughing and burnt, and she is going to cast Resilient Sphere on herself.
Hey.
A sphere of force encloses her, and nothing, not physical objects, energy, or spell effects can pass through, but I can breathe.
What is it called again?
Resilient Sphere.
Okay.
Otilukis. Resilient Sphere.
That's right.
It only lasts for 1 minute.
Let me do just a quick roll here, because Fran's going to cast Counterspell.
Oh, okay.
What level spell is that?
This is a level 4 spell.
Okay. Yep, that works. She rolled a 19.
God damn it.
So that is a counterspell. But you did spend your action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fran stomps her foot and just says,
Just kill me then!
Now it is actually the elemental's turn. Elemental is going to attack you. That is going to be over 20. It is just going to do its multi-slam attack. And that is going to be to hit. That is going to be a 23 and a 19. So both those hit. And it is going to do... That is going to be 15 and another 15.
all right, that is going to bring Fran down to 0.
The ice elemental slams you and your vision fades to white. What is your last thought?
I think Fran's last thought is, I guess, sort of formless, but feeling like she's experiencing that greatest fear in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all for nothing.
And then your vision fades to white. This isn't supposed to be therapy.
I love this. I love this. Force being like, this is psychological torture. Idiot.
I love this bitchy anti-Corbin.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.